think I was listening to a podcast a couple weeks ago about painting, and they're like, we over the next decade we will see the small painting companies go out of business, and there will only be companies like us and medium sized painting companies around. And maybe there's I think it's
The smaller ones will either go away or be subs.
because yeah, like there's it's a reckoning. There's a professionalization that's already happened in
Yep.
plumbing and electrical that is happening in this industry,
Yeah.
and we're seeing that.
And man, it's not even just painting. It's not even just plumbing. So like, I'll give you a little quick story. So a few months ago, our dryer broke, right?
Yeah.
Just broke down. It's like, well, we put something in and it wouldn't even spin. It didn't turn on, didn't do anything. It was like some error code. This is one of those modern ones, got an electric thing. And I'm not doing that. Like that's not what I'm doing. So I asked, I had some Zoom meetings coming up. So I asked my wife to take that. And so she tells me this story later, like a few hours later. And she was really frustrated, right? She's like, you got to hear this story. And I was like, tell me what happened. So she goes to Google, types in like dryer repair near me, right? Very first thing is what? It's an LSA ad, right? So it's a local service ad. Calls a number, and that costs that company like $50. The company doesn't answer. She leaves a voicemail. What does she do? She goes back, clicks the next person, another LSA. So she goes back through like LSA, regular Google ad, a few maps, a few websites. It takes her 13 companies before someone answers the damn phone. 13. And here's the crazy part. The other 12, one of those 12 companies that were missed, and she left a voicemail for every one of them. One of the 12 called back. That person called back 6 days later. The other 11 did not call back at all.
Oh God!
So the 13th company, guess how that was greeted? I really don't even know how they were ranked so low on Google, like why they were that low. But boy, it was professional. So called immediately, like, hey, welcome to ABC Appliance Repair. Please hold for a second while we connect you with the next representative. Super great experience, right? And of course, this is relayed for my wife. Then it gets to a person that's very friendly on the phone. They take the information, ask for the model number of the thing. Okay, cool. I've got a tech in the area. They can actually be to your house in like 4 hours. Does that work for you? Hell yeah, right? So schedule that person, comes in. That guy gives me an outlandish price. I want to say it was like $500 for like, the guy was there for like 10 minutes. I did not give a crap, right? I paid it happily. It did not question. I didn't ask for a second quote. Why? Because of the customer service. They were the only ones that answered the phone. They scheduled me right away. They were super professional. They showed up on time. The guy was in a uniform. He knew what he was talking about. He fixed my problem immediately, was kind and professional to talk to. Like, dude, that's the bar. That's the bar.
And you need a washer.
And I needed to wash my freaking clothes. Oh, I actually had to dry them. The washer was fine. And so I had to like wet clothes that were going to get like moldy and stinky if I didn't put them in the dry, So like, it was perfect. But like, and if you think about that, it's crazy. That wasn't fancy at all. You know what I mean? It wasn't fancy. It was just professional.
Yeah.
And that's the bar. And I think you're right, man. I think like the painters that don't do this stuff, they're going away.
Yeah. Well, they'll be very niche down. I'm sure that they'll last a little longer, but it's going to be,
We'll I think it's going to happen all at once, but I agree with that point. Like, we're going to see a fade out of those tinier companies, and the medium to bigger companies are going to take over a lot more market share.
Yeah.
It's going to be really hard to compete.
Or maybe it could just be, it's going to be those smaller companies. It's harder for them to give that customer service without having a team behind you. If you're a painter that also has to answer the phones and you're trying to answer the phone, you're not going to be able to do it on the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a call center like we do, we got people calling all day long and someone to always answer the door or always answer it. That's a different, like, we'll have someone that answers the phone.
No matter what.
Yep. At least during business hours. We're still working on the after hours stuff.
Yeah. AI is kind of coming in that front too. I'm not quite there yet. I've tried a few things, but I think it's getting close to where I think AI phone reps is going to be a thing that can like help customers with that or help clients with that,
I've thought about it. I just haven't found a company that really makes like I know Smith AI.
I don't actually recommend it yet. I'm just saying I've tried it enough and it's getting close enough where like you can see it on the horizon. Like maybe another 6 months, year and a half, 2 years, like it's going to be a thing.
It's
right
got to be
now.
cheaper than an employee, though. That's my biggest
100%. Like,
problem.
well, the solutions that are out there, man, there's a few of them that are priced between $100, $200 a month for a 24/7 AI phone rep. It actually answers the phone. I'm like,
That
dude,
is,
that's crazy. Like, you know how much more it costs to actually call to hire humans to do that function?
that's
Um,
true.
yeah, but they sound like robots though. You know what I mean? And they're not good enough yet.
Not good
But
enough
I
yet.
do believe in how fast AI is picking up. I think it's gonna be a thing. And I think at some point it'll be really hard to tell the difference between whether you're talking to a robot or not. I think that's going to be on the horizon. That's going to be super fun and interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I have mixed feelings about AI. I love it and hate it at the same time. Hey, if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. If you're looking for help growing your contracting business, I invite you to join my free community. In there, we go live with amazing trainings, share resources and downloads. Plus, you get free help from me and from peers. That link is down below to join, and we'll see you in the next video.